car to a gun pointed at me with my 3-year-old in the back seat. Like, what are you talking about? My ID is in my purse.
Okay. The car you're in is stolen. Okay.
How is it stolen?
So hang on a second. We're not going to talk about it in the middle of a parking lot until I know what's going on. All right.
My car is stolen.
Relax.
Wow. He's only 3.
Civil issue. JD Byrider, who's the leasing company, says, "Who cares? We don't want to sign complaints. We're just going to go repo it again from her." So they said they'll try and take it from her again in the future. Ivor, roll down the window. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Step out. Come out to me. Come to me. Come to me. Keep your hands up and walk towards me. I'll tell you in a second. Walk towards me. Keep your hands up. Keep coming. I'll tell you in a second. Keep coming. Come here. Come here. Come back towards us and I'll tell you what's going on. Come back towards me.
You can't just, like, what?
Come over here. Get over here. You're not listening.
There's a passenger.
Right.
Inspector, neighborhood police.
Put your hands behind your back.
Towards me. Relax. Away from me. Like this in the car.
Stop
there's
it.
my kid
Listen,
is in
all
the
right.
car.
Relax for a second.
All right.
I'll explain everything in a second.
What is your name?
What is going on?
I'll tell you in a second.
What is
Well,
going
when
on? You
listen to
cannot
me.
just arrest me.
Stop
and
moving.
not-
Okay.
you
You're not
cannot
under
do
arrest, but if
anything
you keep acting like this, you're gonna be arrested, right?
Okay,
The
can
car
you-
you're in is stolen. Okay.
How is it
So
stolen?
hang on a second. We're not gonna talk about it in the middle of a parking lot until I know what's going on. All right.
My car is stolen.
Relax.
This breakdown examines only the legal authority behind each decision, not the personalities involved. A vehicle stop is a seizure under the Fourth Amendment. When a car returns as stolen through a state law enforcement database, that entry supplies reasonable suspicion and often probable cause to stop the vehicle and detain its occupants. Terry v. Ohio, 1968, permits a brief investigative detention on articulable suspicion of a crime. A confirmed stolen vehicle entry clears that threshold without difficulty. Officers may also act on information relayed by another agency or a database.
Wow. He's only 3. Can we, like, not?
Okay. We are good now. But I don't know that until I see who you are.
Okay.
What's your first name?
First of all,
Yeah.
this is my
Stand right
car.
here.
Okay, hold on. First
No,
of all,
no.
it's
First
my
off,
car.
you're gonna stand
Okay.
right here,
Okay,
and you're
first
gonna
of all-
not. You're not gonna keep
Okay,
moving.
I
Alright?
am trying to talk to you, but the way that
Face here.
Talk to me.
Okay,
Spread your
listen to
feet.
me. Listen to me. Listen to me. First of all, the car is not stolen.
Okay.
It's mine.
All right.
Second, my wallet is in my purse. If that's what
Okay.
you're looking for.
I'm looking to make sure you have nothing on you.
I don't
all right?
have anything
so
on
listen,
me.
let me do
You
my
are
job.
okay. Can you like
are not
relax a little
cooperating.
bit?
Calm down, please.
Just relax a little bit. You are grabbing me,
Okay,
yanking
because-
me,
'cause you're-
moving me. Come
all
on. I will tell you exactly. I don't
all right.
have anything on me that will hurt
I don't
you.
know that. Listen
I
to me.
have.
Listen to me.
This is our
This is our job. I met you 30 seconds ago.
I
okay.
understand that.
So
I
when
don't
you're in a
have
car that is
anything
stolen, I don't know who you are. I don't know if it's your car.
It's
you're
my
sitting
car,
here
and
not
I'm
coming.
telling you.
Will you
Okay,
stop
listen
talking
to
for
me.
1 second?
It's my
You want
car.
to stop talking for a second?
I can show you my ID.
Okay.
Nothing is
But
on me
this-
that will
the
hurt
reason
you.
it started up like this is
And
because
then-
of your behavior. Do you understand that?
No, just calm down.
Is your ID in your purse? Are you
Because
okay
of
with
my
me getting it?
behavior.
Yes. Can I get your ID out of here?
I got out the car to a gun pointed at me
Yeah.
with my 3-year-old in the back seat.
Like,
What are you talking about? My ID is in my
In here?
purse.
Okay.
Yes, and I can show you my
All right.
registration and
Okay.
everything that's in the car as well as my car.
So now we're back to a calmer demeanor, but I don't know who you are.
This is how I've been this entire time.
No, you weren't. You were standing there not listening to me. I simply said, I said, come to me about 10 times, and then you started drifting this way. Like, what?
You have a gun to me, and my 3-year-old is right there.
Because I don't know who you are. I don't know if you have a gun in your purse. I found a gun in the car yesterday.
Okay.
Okay?
Anyway,
Do you understand where we're coming from?
okay, I
You
understand.
can lean
This
against here for me if you
is,
want to
this
relax.
is my car.
grab the kid block, make sure kids go in your car.
Please, thank you. My car, my registration is in the glove box.
Hey, listen, real quick.
Um,
You're not under arrest right now, but you are in cuffs, okay? So I'm just going to read this to you to be careful, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. And if you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. Do you understand that?
yes.
Okay.
United States versus Hensley, 1985, holds that the lawfulness of such a stop depends on whether the originating information was itself justified. When that entry later proves to rest on a civil dispute, the stop remains valid, but everything built upon it deserves scrutiny. Hensley also places responsibility on the agency that created the entry. If that agency lacked grounds, the error travels downstream to every officer who relies on it. A lawful detention must stay reasonable in scope and duration. United States versus Sharp, 1985, asks whether officers diligently pursued the investigation. Contacting the leasing company, rather than stalling, satisfies that requirement. Drawing firearms, ordering a driver rearward, and applying handcuffs are intrusions that must be reasonable. Graham versus Connor, 1989, judges that reasonableness from the perspective of an officer on the scene, weighing the severity of the suspected crime, the immediate threat, and any resistance. Auto theft is a felony, which courts treat as supporting a high-risk approach. The presence of a young child does not remove the authority to conduct the stop, but it sharpens the reasonableness inquiry once that fact becomes apparent. Handcuffing does not automatically convert a detention into an arrest. Mueller versus Mena, 2005, confirms that restraint during a detention can be lawful where officer safety concerns justify it. Pennsylvania versus Mims, 1977, separately authorizes ordering occupants out of a vehicle during any lawful stop. The line between detention and arrest is drawn by intrusiveness and duration, not by an officer's words. De-escalation is not merely good practice, it narrows legal exposure. Each command to remain calm and each explanation offered reduces the risk of an avoidable use of force. Miranda versus Arizona, 1966, requires warnings before custodial interrogation. Whether warnings are even required turns on custody. Courts apply an objective test. Would a reasonable person feel free to leave? A label of not under arrest does not control that analysis. The circumstances do. Reading the warning early, while a subject is restrained and about to be questioned, is the conservative course. It preserves the admissibility of any statements and forecloses a later suppression argument.
So can you explain to me how this is the car registered to you?
Yes, I can show you.
Okay, can you explain to me why it was reported stolen yesterday?
I've been having problems with the people I got it from, like the loaner people.
Okay.
But I bought the car. I can show you all of that paperwork is at my home though. Like my down payment I paid for the car, everything like that. Right off the street.
Why would it have, do you stay out in Glendale Heights?
No.
No?
No.
Why would Glendale Heights report it stolen?
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I
you're
got
not sure?
I got the car from them.
Okay.
They tried to call the police on me and tried to repossess my car, do an illegal repossession on my car.
When did that happen?
Months ago.
So when did you take the car back yesterday?
No.
How long have you had the car back?
I've had this car since September. I've bought this car.
So when you said
September.
when they try to repossess it from you.
So I made a payment on the car.
Okay.
They tried to repossess it from me, and then they called the police.
Tell me about that. When you said they tried to, how did they actually take it?
No,
okay.
They tried to take it from me because they told me that they could repossess it over insurance. Okay. So they reported to the police that they were going to repossess and everything. I called the police because I couldn't find it. I found it. It was in my lot.
Okay.
Never took it. So then I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So I called the police. The police said that it was on the repossession list. I called to the police in Glendale.
Is this at the address this is happening at?
Yes. So then I called the Glendale police actually called me and told me they could never do anything about it because it was a civil matter because they're talking about I didn't make a payment. I have proof of all the payments that I made.
I guess I'm confused. Why is Glendale Heights involved if you live in a...
I don't know. That's why I'm confused.
Did you buy this car, Glendale Heights?
Yes. That's why I bought the car, yes. Okay. So I'm not understanding how that car is stolen when it's registered to me. I can show you my registration and everything and all my paperwork. That is my car. I literally be making payments on this car. So for them to report it stolen, it's crazy.
All right, just give me 1 second, all right? You can come straight back. So step over here.
But yeah, there's no...
Last name Ford, Frank, Ocean, Robert, David. We're going to get figured out in a sec, all right? They're going to call me. You didn't take it out of the repo lot last night?
No.
All right. I know there was an issue, right, correct, with property or something. It's never been repoed, is what you're saying.
No. How can I steal it out the repo lot last night when it was in my...
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I'm wondering why they would have decided to put it into our system as stolen just yesterday.
Yesterday?
That's why. That's what you understand why the reason... You understand the reason we came at you the way we did when it's stolen within 24 hours and then...
and that's fine. That's totally fine. I've had this car for more than 24 hours. I've had this car since September. So
okay, well, I just want to give you a heads up. I'm gonna see what they want to do with this.
I stole it.
Obviously, if they have a crime on their end and they
actually look at my...
Okay, listen, I'm trying to explain to you. If they say it's their case, right? I just happen to find you up here. If they say they got charges or something against you, reference going to repo lot, then you're probably going to come with us, okay? And
There's no repo lot.
Or the car at least is going to come with us, and then they might come interview you later on. But I'm waiting for a phone call from them, okay? Who is that to you?
That's my baby dad's cousin.
Okay. Did anyone get your kid's name yet from you?
No.
Okay. Does JD Byrider sound familiar? Is that the place you lease your car from? I'm gonna get you out of here. Okay, you're not going to jail. Just give me a second. Just running past you. I called. Long story short, car was repoed in November. Then a week later, the car wasn't in the lot. They go interviewing her, asking if she took the car out of the lot. She kind of plays dumb and says, "I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where the car is." Civil issue. JD Byrider, who's the leasing company, says, "Who cares? We don't want to sign complaints. We're just gonna go repo it again from her." So they said they'll try and take it from her again in the future. And they don't. I'm like, well, I'm gonna cut them now. I'm gonna cut them both. And I'm like, well, obviously you're not in trouble. You can take her out of handcuffs. I said, I'm just gonna document it on our end that we out and pinned them and what happened out here due to a stolen vehicle, and that we're gonna cut them, and that's all we had. So they can take it out of leads. So if you go with that.
The charge at issue is unlawful possession of a stolen or converted vehicle, 625 Illinois Compiled Statutes 5, Section 4, 103. It requires two elements: that the driver was not entitled to possession and that she knew the vehicle was stolen or converted. Knowledge is the decisive element and the hardest to prove in a financing dispute. Converted covers a vehicle lawfully obtained but later wrongfully retained, the exact gray zone a financing dispute creates. Illinois draws a firm line between criminal theft and civil repossession. A delinquent lease, a contested repossession, and a payment dispute belong in civil court. They do not, standing alone, establish that a driver knowingly possessed a stolen car. When the lender characterizes the matter as civil and declines to sign complaints, the criminal case loses its foundation. Probable cause to arrest requires facts that would lead a reasonable officer to believe a crime occurred. Once the complaining party recast the matter as civil, no such probable cause survived, and release was the compelled outcome. Had the stop lacked any lawful basis, the exclusionary rule could bar the resulting evidence, and a wrongful custodial arrest can expose officers to civil liability under Section 1983. Here, neither consequence attaches. The stop was supported, and the detention ended in release. Obstructing justice. Under 720 Illinois Compiled Statutes 5, Section 31, 4, demands a specific intent to obstruct a prosecution or defense through acts such as furnishing false information or concealing evidence, silence, refusal to answer, or argument during a stressful encounter does not satisfy that standard.
Sean, you got her info? Okay. Yeah.
I'll give it to you when you're done.
Here, one sec.
Hold on. Can I have my phone?
You can have it after she's
Hold
handcuffs
this.
off.
Hold
Because
your
if I
wallet.
give it to you and then you drop it and break it while he's doing that.
Relax. I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you out of here in 1 sec. 1 second. Let me get you out of here.
Let him do this first.
Hold on. Here you go.
Can I have my phone, please?
Come on,
Come on. Give me my.
Just relax. Just calm down.
Thank you.
Relax.
No. What?
You need to calm down.
Hey, real quick. What is just because I have to document what happened out here with us? What's up? Can I get your son's name for the report purposes?
No, thank you. My son's name is not going to for yet.
No. I'll let you know your car was stolen or in these is stolen. That's why we came out to you the way we did, okay? I'm just explaining to you what's happening. Okay, they said back in November, you got your car repoed in Glendale Heights. They said a week later at Byrider, whatever this company is, wherever you bought the car, I'm not sure. They said that it was no longer on their lot. So they suspected that you or someone you know went and took it out of the lot, okay? And there was some disagreement about getting property out of it. They said Glendale officers came and talked to you a couple days later to ask from your statement. They said that you didn't provide a ton of information, said you didn't know where the car was, and said it was a civil issue, and no one's seen the car since then. Obviously, you're driving it today, so it somehow got out of the lot back in November. So then it was entered and stolen. I'm just telling you what they told me. Don't get mad at me, okay?
I'm just saying.
And they said, just so you know, you're still delinquent on payments, and they plan on finding, they're going to attempt to come repo you again, okay? So, would you like to give me your kid's name for the report so I can document what happened?
No, I do not.
Okay. You have contacts with us, right? I'll be able to dig it up. You're free to go. Let me move my car.
On these standards, the primary officer earns a grade of B. The stop was lawful, the Miranda warning timely, and the choice to investigate before charging was correct. The driver earns a B-. Her ownership claim and cooperation with documentation were appropriate, but early non-compliance with lawful commands prolonged the most dangerous phase. The agency earns a C+, the field response was reasonable, but the stolen entry that turned a civil dispute into an armed stop reflects a systemic failure of verification. 2 lessons follow. First, a database hit is a starting point for investigation, not a substitute for it. The diligence shown here is what kept a civil matter from becoming a wrongful arrest. Second, the lawful answer to an unjust stop is documentation and compliance. with the dispute reserved for the courtroom, not the roadside. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police court interactions.